Hey everybody. Okay, so I'm doing this in Acrobat Pro DC. If you don't have this already, you can get it for free through, I believe it's called like the Adobe Creative Commons from UNM. So it's actually an expensive program, but you get free access to it because we're a Creative Commons campus or something like that. Okay, so here is how you can do an analysis, Roman numeral analysis and stuff like that on a PDF if you don't have a printer. And it looks pretty good. So even if you do have a printer, maybe you just want to do it this way. Okay, so let's say we're just focused on this section right in here. And I've already done it, but I'm just going to undo it, and then we'll do it again. So let's do some Control Z's to undo this. By exposition, by key. Okay, looks like there's nothing here. So, so like I said, this is Acrobat Pro DC. You can, yeah. So we're gonna go open up the document, go to Tools, go to Edit PDF. Now you get this lovely set of things on the side and this lovely set of things on top. This looks like not accessible right this second, but if we do add text, at least some of this becomes available. So right now this is telling us our font, size. Let's just go ahead and type right into the score. This is bold for later. Let's do bold and underline and bold. And write in here exposition. Okay, now I'm going to get rid of those guys, and I'll keep underline, and then I want to write in C major and colon, and I'm just doing a single click to get that to work. And now I'll get rid of the underline, and I've just got normal text, and I can write in here just a single click, capital I. Over here, what did I want? Oh yeah, 2.6. 2, and then come over here for the superscript, 6. I usually click that guy again and put a space in. I guess you don't have to, but if you were typing a long set of things, like we could do this all as one box if we want to. So 1, 6, I'm going to click this guy again, and then put some spaces in. Then 2, 6, click it again, put some spaces in, and 5. Okay, then I'm just going to go to another box, just single click here, and then 1. And we could scroll down and go even further. Let's go ahead. We'll scroll down. By the way, one thing that I think you may need to do is check the font. What it would be very good for you to do is make sure you have, right in here, make sure this guy has some serifs on it, these sort of like lines at the top. Let's just change the font for a second, I'll show you what I mean. So let's do, I think the default is Helvetica. So that doesn't work very well. Helvetica, Helvetica. Oh my god, there's so many Helveticas. Okay, let's do Helvetica Bold. See, it doesn't have any of the serifs. So the one I had is Minion Pro, but I often do Baskerville. Maybe because it sounds like Bashwinner. Who knows? There we go, Baskerville. Baskerville's a good one. Has the same little thing. The font serifs. Okay, so I don't care what font you use, but do something that does have serifs. And let's go down, let's just do a little bit more. I'm gonna make a single click. Ta-da! Again, DFA with F in the base, so that's 2.6. We got that fancy big honking font here. This does actually like Minion Pro a little bit better, so let's go back to Minion Pro. And it's the same crap as above. You know, we can even take this little box here, copy. I don't know if that's going to work actually, but let's try it. Nope, it doesn't. Let's try this, copy. There we go. Let me stretch it out a bit. Oh, that didn't help. That's not perfect because we don't have the superscripts. So maybe the copy and paste is not the best idea. Let's go ahead and make these superscripts again. Okay, and I'm not sure why, but it shrunk these things, so now they're, you can see over here, they're 7.92, whereas they were 12 before. So let's not worry about that. Let's go ahead and worry about it just to show how to worry about it if we want to. This might get rid of our superscripts again. Oh, they're bold. Jeez. Oh no, I have all those spaces. Oh my god. This is cray cray. Okay, so cutting and pasting should work, but that was kind of a lot of effort. And then let's just look around for where we're going to have a modulation. I see an accidental here, but that's maybe not the one we want. It might be incidental accidental. So this is B, G, D. So that looks like a 5 chord in first inversion, and the C sharp is therefore just a non-chord tone going up to the D for a G, B, D chord. So this is 1, 6, or sorry, this is 1. Oh god. There we go. 1. This is 5, 6. And we'll do this guy. And let's come over here. There's a little F there. You know, changes things a little bit, makes it a 5, 6, 5. But we don't have to get too fancy. If we want to, in parentheses, we could put 5, 6, 5. Notice I use the underscript there. Get rid of it, put the close parentheses in. And then back to 1 again here, and I'll just scooch this over. And we could scooch this guy over too. Okay, I said we were going to look for the modulation. It'd be a little bit easier for you to hear this, but I sent you the recording. I actually would recommend looking for the modulation when you're listening to it, you know, before you're just looking at the music. But looks like a little deceptive cadence in there. Okay, so some sort of a cadence here. So let's say you want to write either PAC in this key, so 1, or you'd want to say IAC, PAC in 1, IAC in 1, or HC. Right. This could potentially be an HC in 4, but that's kind of unlikely. All right, we have another accidental again right here, B flat. That looks like it's going to be a C dominant chord, which is interesting because of these B naturals, but these B naturals are not real tones. So let's just see, C dominant should go to F, it does. F, another G going to C. Okay, so this is just intensifying the cadence. 5, 7 to 4, 4, 5, 1. Where is our modulation? We know at least we're going to want an F sharp and with a half cadence onto a D chord, and probably a C sharp, which would be the 5 of 5 in the new key, which is going to be G. Here we go. A D dominant chord. This suggests this could be 5 of where we want to go. Arrival on G. Okay, cadence onto G. Now, I may have missed a cadence in there somewhere. I'll just put for you, Legolas cadence. There might be another cadence in here. If I missed one right now, so, listen to it and see if you could hear where there's a cadence. I'm looking at these. So the accidentals tell us a little bit. We know that we're still in, this here looks like we're still in C, maybe a half cadence. In here you get some G sharps and an E dominant chord. That doesn't tell us anything. When D dominant going to G, is this a cadence? If so, maybe there's a half cadence here. Okay, so you want to figure out the answer to that question where the cadence is. If this is a half cadence in G right here, I'll put a little note for you. Is this a cadence? If so, then that means that everything before this was transition, right? And you just have to figure out what kind. And that everything after this, or like the stuff immediately after this, would be your second theme. But if this is not a cadence, then we're still looking for a half cadence into the new key, so some sort of a pause on a D chord. And then we've already got this other cadence that doesn't look like that per se. So I'm just going to leave it there for you. Let's just see where the exposition ends. Exposition ends right there. So that should give us some clue about what's going on here. Since this is a cadence of some sort, then there's more stuff coming afterward. Label what that is. Okay. Then this is the end of the exposition. So you're going to start here. I'm like, well, what is this? Label that, make it bold and underlined again when you say what section this is. For any of these other smaller things, like when you do figure out if what this section is after this, if this is STA or if this is transition or whatever, label those. You can do that again with the, let's do it as bold but not underlined. Okay, like STA. But I'm not saying that that's where it is. I actually don't know the answer. You got to listen to it, figure it out. But it could be the STA. So if that's the STA, then in bold without underline. Cool. So maybe the last thing is just like, let's look at our settings over here. I think the only thing I changed, the main thing is font. So go ahead and just do this Minion Pro font. Let's do that. Keep it at, make it 12-point font. When you're doing your superscripts for like a 5/6 chord, say, use this guy for superscript, this guy for subscript. If you're doing bold or underline, use those guys. Who knows, you might want to do some italics at some point. That should be all you need in there. I think that's all you need. Why don't we just do one more thing up here that we don't have to, I was going to say we can cross out Mozart's name, but let's say you get to put in here Mozart with a little help from Dr. B. In there, you could put your own name. Okay? Cool. Enjoy. I'll go ahead and send out exactly this version of this, and you guys can all just write right into this. Okay. Oh, when it comes to drawing the diagram, you're probably not going to be able to draw it in here. Figure out how to do it. Go ahead. But presumably, just draw it on a separate piece of paper and then take a photo or a scan of that. Okay, have fun. And that is the end of my first video. I'm so very excited. Wait, I don't even know if it's working. I think it's working. How do I know? Oh god. I think it's working. Right? Okay. Bye guys.